Letter number 14. The Encounter. Under the dusk of full moon, my worst nightmare unfolded. One unanswered simple question later began the most devastating descent of all, not into him, but into myself, where the wound had always lived. Sunday, June 23rd, 2024. The process of my healing is brutal. The cycle, or rather spiral in this case, is a vertical one, as the momentum swings up and down is just so painful I can't describe. I'm trying my hardest to let go of this particular component of my attachment to you, this particular cord. ML said to me this morning, "You don't need him to be happy." I said, "I know that, yet the pain of him not being there is unbearable. And there are moments where I am happy. And there are all those moments where I was filled with anxiety while with you, about when or how you are going to be unhappy, about whatever it may be in any given moment, whether it's lows or someone pissing you off or me using the wrong knife or putting something in the wrong place in the fridge. Yet I keep looking past that to the heart that I know it's there. And every time we connect and you are having a rough time or you feel like it's the culmination, I hope that this time you will finally step out of the egoistic mind into the heart and return to me. And I don't know how to stop hoping, and I don't know how to stop believing in love. I don't know how to stop believing in you, that you can do it, that you can break through it all, through all the darkness and all the trauma, into the light and love and me. Meanwhile, I'm doing my own breaking, through what I hope are the last bits of darkness. How I use your silence to prove to myself that I matter to you. Any connection, even a silent one, is better than none. At least we are connected, because if we disconnect, I will be completely alone. That's what it feels like. But I am alone. You're not here. Yet you are wearing my ring, and the setup begins. Because I can't accept a simple truth. I validate my existence by being connected to you. How sad is that? You would think I feel better about myself than that, and that's the thing, I do. So what is this one little completely fucked up and screwed cord that's keeping me connected to you and periodically sends me to the midst of hell? To go dig up the darkest, deepest parts of myself so I can become whole again, so I can become God again. Because if I was whole, I would not give two shits. I could just observe it for what it is without entangling my energy with it. And I thought I already disentangled it all. I really did, only to find myself facing who I perceived to be you, pulling a blonde into an embrace in the parking lot of the coffee shop, smiling a huge smile, walking to the beach while Emil and I are walking past you to our car to go home. And I froze, became paralyzed and shattered all at the same time, believing and not believing what I was seeing. Emil is still convinced it was not you. I am convinced, or have convinced myself at this point, that it was you, after texting me about rough time, after telling me you loved me, kissing me, and texting me you loved me. That's how I get sucked in. I blindly believe that you are going to wake up from your own dream, from the illusion you have created for yourself. Yet, here I am in my own illusion nightmare, unable to escape, trying to heal things so deep that I want to literally die every time I'm down there. Every time. The anguish of the darkness and the reality of you not loving me is just simply, completely, and utterly unbearable. And yet I bear it every time, every single time. But I don't know, this time I may not make it. This time feels bigger. And clearly I have created that moment in reality for myself so I can go find myself. But maybe I pushed myself a little too hard. The image that keeps playing in my head of you pulling her into you with your arm like you used to do with me while looking straight at me, smiling, is my worst nightmare, my worst, absolute worst nightmare. All the previous daggers were in the back of my heart. This one was in the front. And I don't know how to take it out, because if I do, I may bleed to death. The uncertainty of knowing if it was you was making everything worse. I didn't want to hold on to a false hope that maybe it was not you. Yet I could not choose to just simply believe that it was not you. My wounded part was too attached to the thought that it was you, and if so, you clearly saw us, and I didn't want to just ignore it. So I asked. Simple yes, no question. Was it you Emil and I saw last night? You read it immediately. I added. Simple yes or no will do. Please. Again, you read it immediately. No response. That was just yesterday morning. No response whatsoever. Silence, my favorite response. So I can only assume it was you. And back to hell I go, to dig for pieces that need to be brought back to light, back to loving them. Because somewhere along the way, and I actually know where, I was shown, and this is generational, I don't matter trauma, running back my mom's side. And has to do with my grandfather leaving us when I was 6. I have never had a relationship or contact with him again. That's why the silence is such a trigger, but it gets better. It's actually a threefold issue, which is why I think it's so hard. With all that said, it's beyond ridiculous that you will not answer yes, no question. I mean, back to that vibration on your end. Oof, Jesus, what the fuck? Just answer the fucking question so we can all move on with our struggles. But no, you will not. Okay? Monday, June 24th, 2024. I suppose this is where the story actually ends. I guess the last synchronicity was what was needed. Honestly, I could totally live without that image imprinted in my head. I fucking hate it. And again, taking your silence into account, I am certain it was you. And while that is horrible and cruel interplay by the universe, what is actually worse is your choice of not answering my yes-no question and not holding up to it. Someone who is so hung up on self-accountability cannot truthfully answer yes-no question. I guess you're not as self-accountable as you thought. Well, I hope your pain burns you to death. There is so much rage in me, which is so interesting because I'm not familiar with rage, but I want to hurt you. I want you to suffer. I want to destroy stuff you care about. I want to drive into your garage door, slash your tires, do donuts in your front lawn, destroy and break all your plans. I want to go apeshit, completely ballistic on you, so you can see me and witness me in a state I brought onto myself through you. I want to break all your plates, just smash them on the kitchen floor. I want to trash the yoga room. I want to break your mirrors in the bathroom and destroy the bed. And I could do all that. I could easily, very easily do all that. Would I feel better? Maybe I would, who knows? Maybe I would feel guilty. Maybe I would not, considering it would be a completely conscious choice. I could easily wait quietly down the street and then get in and destroy. Imagine coming back home to that after a nice beach session. Maybe even better would be throwing a hot coffee in your face. That would also be really good. I have endless ideas. I go through them and laugh. I want to hurt you so bad. Perhaps you don't hurt enough on your own, so you have to hurt others. Would you call the cops? Such a funny idea, so much drama in the neighborhood. The crazy ex-girlfriend losing her shit on a guy in the suburbs. So much rage. There is so much rage. Maybe I would get arrested, and then you couldn't complain about how societal structure does not work for you anymore, you hypocrite. If it serves you, then it's okay, but otherwise, you hate it and it's all bad. All the people are wrong and bad. Well, guess what? You are one of them. And maybe that is why you hate them so much, because you hate yourself so much and you can't find your way out of it. Well, maybe your Mercedes blonde, as ML described her, way too much plastic surgery. I wouldn't know, all I saw was blonde. I have no image, I was frozen. Maybe she will help you love yourself. Let's see how that works out for you. Either way, I may continue to contemplate my revenge. We shall see which part of me will win this battle. I am totally rooting for apeshit crazy lunatic to show up and do some damage. Or maybe in full-blown Jesus fashion, I will never see you, talk to you, or interact with you ever again. Who would have thought? Either way, I hope you burn in hell. I hope your pain and self-hatred eats you alive, and I hope your dick never gets hard and you never, ever have an orgasm without thinking of me. Maybe we can laugh about it after we die and meet again for life review. It's too bad I can't take the rage with me, but that would be silly to hold on to it. So I will just process it and let it go. Congratulations, you did it. You got rid of me with a unanswered yes/no question mark, and please. Wow, impressive. Good for you. Hope you sleep well at night having that knowing. Hope it fucking eats you alive for the rest of your human days.